let's just go back to the beginning and tell me how you knew Tim.
I had a roofing company at the time.
Yep.
So I gave him the job.
Sure.
He had other job interviews. I don't know where. I don't remember, man. It's been
I know it's been a while.
long time.
How long was it here in town? Because you said he stayed with you.
I don't even think it was a week.
Okay.
You know, I don't remember, but it wasn't long.
Okay. So he did roofing with you for a couple of days. You said one day you left for work, he didn't come with you, or what?
No, it was evening. He worked with us that evening.
Okay.
And I had gone out that evening, I don't know, it wasn't long. I think I was back before dark, so
Okay.
I'm assuming it was summertime, I don't know. He was gone that evening and didn't think a big deal, but all his clothes were gone.
Okay.
And just assumed that he had gone to South Carolina for his job interview.
Sure.
But he didn't leave me a note.
No,
He didn't call me.
Okay.
I didn't know where he was.
You said the SBI came and talked to you. Do you remember when that was?
No, but they called me to an office in Wilmington. I went up there and talked to him.
Do you remember what they asked you up there?
Not exactly.
Okay.
Forever.
Do you remember being polygraphed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you remember anything about it, like what he asked you or what he said?
No.
So just looking back through the case file, we had a copy of the polygraph and we were looking at it, and I called up that examiner that actually ran it back in the day. And the polygraph showed the questions it asked had something along the lines of, did you have anything to do with Tim's disappearance? Do you know anything about Tim's disappearance? The results showed that you were being deceptive during the polygraph.
Well, that's not what they said.
Well, I'm just telling you what the report said. And then I called the polygraph examiner up, and he said he didn't remember that you were being deceptive with it. Is there any reason it would have shown that you were being deceptive?
No, and that's not what they said. He said he just couldn't determine one way or the other, basically.
This is why we're here. We know what happened. You're the only one that can tell us why it happened. We've already presented the case to the district attorney's office. We've already taken out the warrant. And we're beyond what happened. This is your chance to tell us why it happened.
I don't have a clue what happened to that one.
Look, you're more than welcome to stick to that story. I'm just telling you it's not going to work for you. We've been doing interviews with people that did not want to come off of the information, but the information they all gave us all matches up, and it all matches the original case file.
I don't know what they.
Well, I would like you to tell me the truth so that we could show that you're being cooperative with us now, and that you could make a statement to let us know why it happened. We know what happened. We know about the luggage rack that was on top of the car, having to wash the blood out of it.
What car? What luggage rack?
You guys had a luggage rack.
They didn't have a car to begin with.
I know
They had a truck.
Right, but your family had a luggage rack at the house that stayed propped up against the back shed, and you used that to transport Tim's body.
This is
And
crazy, man.
I don't think you're some crazy psycho killer. I think maybe a mistake happened. Was it a mistake? Did Tim come at you in some way?
Man, I'm telling you the truth.
Brian, you're not telling us the truth.
I've told you what I know.
Look, if it were just one person telling us this, we'd take it with a grain of salt. It's multiple different people telling us this, and things they're telling us match up to the case file.
It's been a long time, but I would remember that.
I think you remember all this, and I think it's something you tried to put out. I think you have to put it out to go on living life, but I think it's been a weight on you. I don't think you're a bad guy. I think you made a mistake.
Yeah, I think you got it wrong.
Look, I tell you what I don't have wrong. I don't have wrong the fact that you shot and killed Tim. I don't have wrong the fact that you asked to get rid of his clothes. I don't have wrong the fact that he was disposed off in Tenant Farm Road. I don't have wrong the fact that he was in a luggage tote at some point out there, and you guys went and brought him right to the house to clean out.
No,
That comes from multiple people.
man, a lot of this is new information. I've never heard of this stuff.
It's new information to us, looking from the outside, but it's not new information to those who were close to you in 95. And for people who have not hardly spoken since then, they all have a very similar story of what happened.
I do not know what happened. Period.
So it's 4 people that are positive that it did happen, and it matches up to the case file that we have from 95. And the search again, that was 2000, that was based off of information that came from one of your close friends through an attorney that got routed to the sheriff, which is the same general area that they all described that Tim was dumped at. And it's your word against all of that. And you're going to sit here after 24 years and play, no, it's not going to work, Brian.
I don't know any more now than what I did then.
You know what happened now? You're just not telling anybody.
No, I don't.
Let me take that back. You're not telling anybody except your friends that you told back then that were either a part of it or witnessed part of it.
There was no conversation about him back then.
So this person goes missing, police show up, you're polygraphed, and there's no conversation about it? For some 20-year-olds? That's not true, Brian. It was the talk at every party. You moved the body because it was starting to get out.
We don't know of a body.
Well, let me tell you what's going to happen. We're going to type our reports up. We're going to type up and get all the interviews that we've done with all your friends. We're going to submit another case file from the original case file that was done at the DA's office. And they're going to see everything, and everything points at you. So if you're willing to take that chance, you can. Or you have the opportunity now, before I walk out of here, and you can tell me what actually happened. You can tell me if it was self-defense. And you can also try to help yourself out. And then I can go to the DA's office and say, hey, Brian finally came out, told us what happened, told us it was a mistake, told us it was self-defense, told us whatever. It's weighed on him for 24 years. He led us to where Tim was at, and we could bring some closure to Tim's distant relatives now that his mom's passed on. That's if you want to do the right thing. If you don't want to do the right thing and you want to continue down this road for the rest of your life, that's your option.
I don't have any guilty feelings because I didn't have anything to do with it. I don't know where he's at. Don't know what happened to him.
Is this where you want to leave it?
I can't help you anymore. I've told you everything I know.
If you want to tell me what actually happened, I'm willing to sit here all night. Okay? But if not, I can go home. We can transport you over to jail, get you processed.
Well, I guess that's do it then, because I can't tell you anything else.
At that point,
I can't make stuff up.
Look, your friends did not make this stuff up. Your friends did not make up the exact same story, okay? The people that you loved and hung out with for years are just throwing you under the bus now. Is that what it is?
I couldn't tell you.
And I think you're hurt that they finally came out and told us. I think you're shocked they finally came out and told us.
No, I think some people are guessing. I think some people are making stuff up.
I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing that you are the reason for Tim's death and disappearance.
Didn't have anything to do with it. If he's dead, it ain't got nothing to do with me. I told you everything I can tell you. If you're taking me to jail, then let's go.
Hang tight. No, I haven't come to get out.
All right, bud, you want to go stand up for me, okay?